Hell yeah. The Xbox is the best box, the only box. Like, nah.
What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from the official WeGameHere.com, and welcome to the 9th episode of One-on-One with Fame Entertainment. Now, as you guys know, this is a platform for YouTubers and gamers alike to come on and let their voice be heard. Now, you guys see the title. You know, you guys see, you can look on the screen now and see who I got in the building. This man needs no introduction. If you guys are sub to me, I know you're sub to this guy. But NxtGen, go ahead and introduce yourself, my man.
Yeah, this is the one and only, the son of Tony. It's like, now, NxtGen720, the inventor of the Sony Pony, Wii U weirdo, aka Wii U homo, aka just weirdos, period, on the internet, man. But yeah, let's be making have an interesting conversation today, man. Ain't nothing off limits, but you can talk about whatever. Ask me whatever.
That's what's up. I appreciate that. Now, I've interviewed a handful of people, man, and I had a handful of them. I asked them the same question, and a lot of them had the same answer. I asked them, what got them started on YouTube, or or who got them started on YouTube or wanted to be a Xbox channel. And I've had like 3 or 4 mention your name, NxtGen720, NxtGen720. I think that's really cool, that you had that you were able to get those people started on YouTube, giving them the inspiration to do it. Now with them, a lot of them choosing you, what made you yourself start a YouTube channel, start doing this gaming YouTube thing? Okay, well, I'm gonna give you the like I said, I stumbled upon this community. When I come to YouTube, I would just be here basically looking at world star fights, or I'm big into UFOs and aliens. And what happened was I just so happened to stumble upon, I don't know if you know Shokyo is. He more or less a Nintendo channel, and he did a video was saying that this was at the time, this was a while ago, about 2012. Well, not saying that was that long ago, but in 2012, he was saying that that the Xbox, this is when it was called the Xbox 720, that the Xbox 720 and the Ps4 wasn't going to be that much more powerful than the Wii U. And he did a whole, I guess I didn't know this community existed at all. So that was my introduction to it. And like I said, I've been playing video games since most jokers thought boogers was candy. So so with that, I said, I can do this. And man, shit, my first few videos was dog shit, because once that camera come on, even though you ain't talking by yourself, I was like Ralph Crammer, humming, you know what I mean? But the more you do it, the more you know yourself. The more you do it, the more relaxed you become doing it. You know what I mean? So yeah. And believe it or not, I did it and it's crazy because all I can say is that I don't have a huge channel, but my brand far exceeds the number of subscribers that I have. Doesn't know who the fuck NxtGen720 is, and I'm not saying that to brag, boast, or anything like that, because I'm not even that type of dude. Like most people don't know, I'm a very humble individual. I'm appreciative of everybody, even the haters. Like I said, the haters or fans that just don't know it, that click on my videos to give me a voice within this community. Like like I said, I had at the time, Shokyo probably had about 10,000 subscribers, and I didn't agree with his video. I had maybe did 3 videos with myself, so he decided to debate me, and I didn't even know this whole debate thing or whatever the case. I didn't know the thing was being recorded. You can probably go to his channel, but I didn't really, because my channel at the time was Zaire 2005. I didn't really gain any subscribers from that or anything, because my channel was being Zaire 5000. My channel was Zaire 2005. So if you guys want to go see my first week on YouTube or whatever the case, you can go back and watch the Shokyo versus Zaire 5000. And like I said, and I didn't know he was talking, the show was live. I didn't know anything about it. The other was just talking about video games. And we went on for about 2 hours, And he was, and basically, like, I was talking about the debate this guy. Because people, because I waited, I talked some time with a slang, they take it as me being uneducated. People don't know that I went to Seton Hall for 2 years. And like I said, believe nothing of what you hear and half of what you see. Like, you don't know anything about me. you know. But so you know, they take, because I talk with a slang, because I'm from an urban background, that I'm uneducated, B, don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and it's the furthest thing from, you know, the truth. But anyway, so when I went back and found that the video was me, I listened, yeah, I'm about to debate this guy, this old hip hop guy. It was a guy at the time named the Daily Messiah, you know, and I guess he had a more or less spoke the way that I spoke. I'm about to debate this Daily Messiah dude, or whatever the case, and the debate was over. Wasn't We wasn't even out there? Is the We a console for kids, or is Nintendo for kids, or something like that along those lines? And that was what was the debate about. And you know, more or less, held my own. Like I said, like I said, I didn't even know. Like I said, the thing we were just talking, just my knowledge of video. For people to understand or may not know, I'm 37 years old, but the NES was my first console. It wasn't an Atari 2600, ColecoVision, Vectrex, none of that. The NES was my first console. You know what I mean? So it will always hold a dear, you know, place in my heart. And for people who don't know, they look the way that, and this one is telling people you don't know what the hell you talk about. And when I bought the Wii U, like I said, I didn't just out there slamming the Wii U. I went out and bought this console day one. And you know, because I fell for, I have to say, no longer would the days when Nintendo be left behind. They were going to have all these multi-plats and stuff like that. And people say, well, you're stupid. Who buys Nintendo's consoles for multi-plats? I said, and that's when, like I said, them not knowing the lack of their education when it comes to gaming. I remember the NES and stuff. That was the platform you went to get your multi-plats. The Sega Master System didn't have it. Nintendo had all the third-party support. Some of their biggest games to date, you know, what made by Nintendo: Contra, Castlevania, Rain King, Ghost and Goblins. Give me some more shit. Double Dragon, Teenage Turtle. All these great. I can go on and on. Was not made by Nintendo. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, I remember the days when Nintendo was great. So, like I said, I felt like like Nintendo has lost their way. Like, I remember those days. Like, that was the console to have all the third-party support. So how are you going from having all the third-party support to not getting any third-party support? You understand what I'm saying? And people don't understand that maybe their first console may have been the Wii, may have been the GameCube. You know what I mean? Even as far as the Wii, Nintendo was not traditionally known for putting out inferior hardware. Just their last two systems were anemic. You know, you look at the Nintendo 64, which was more powerful. Well, even before that, the Super Nintendo was more powerful than the Genesis. It came out later. You know what I mean? Well, people say the Genesis had better sound, but that's neither here nor there. But the NES was more powerful than the Genesis. The Super Nintendo was more powerful than the Genesis, not the NES. The Nintendo 64, believe it or not, was more powerful than the PlayStation. But the snag is that Nintendo decided to stable cartridges. And then what you had with the PlayStation was able to give you these fancy cut scenes with CD-ROM. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what happened. Even as far as the GameCube was much more powerful than the PlayStation 2. You know what I mean? But what screwed Nintendo, people say the disc size, you know, you can put, back then, they wasn't filling up dual layer discs and stuff, because even with the 360 you did use a disc, but you could have had, people tend to blame the fact that Nintendo went with a little CD, that's why they didn't get third-party support. No, that wasn't the case. Like I said, if you didn't have too many games that came on dual disc, you understand what I'm saying? You didn't have many games that was probably more than 3 or 4 gigs. This is before the HD. You understand what I'm saying? And even if it did, there's not a problem with swapping discs. The problem is that Nintendo, before Grand Theft Auto became the Grand Theft Auto that we know, before was just the camera dropped down like a little comic strip game. Then you had Grand Theft Auto 3. Nintendo took to the streets, and they was like, they didn't want a game like that on their platform. They were rallying with the parents, and you understand what I'm saying? Because Take-Two, Rockstar wanted to put the Grand Theft Auto on the GameCube. That was Nintendo saying. They was out there with the parents, and you can kill prostitutes. I don't remember all that shit, but that's what did it for Nintendo. You know what I mean? And then they came out with the Wii because, like I said, Nintendo was struggling financially. What turned it around for Nintendo? If you guys listen to the show, I'm giving you guys a history lesson here. What saved for Nintendo, it wasn't the Wii, it was Pokemon became syndicated. They had to tone it down for the American audience. That's what saved Nintendo financially. Because you don't know, Microsoft was looking to acquire Nintendo when they first came up on the scene, you know what I mean? And Nintendo they wasn't doing too well financially. So what they did was they came out with this gimmick, with a console that came out that was profitable, very profitable from the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? And which was the Nintendo Wii, which sold like hotcakes. But in the same token, ever since the Kinect came out and PlayStation Move came out, the Wii was in last place as far as sales all over the world because that was like true motion controlling. You know what I mean? Which, you know, I blame them all because that's like a gimmick thing now. Nobody wants to do any motion control gaming anymore. You know, that thing then came and went. And then here it is, like Nintendo, they missed the whole HD era. Like they were 7 years late to the HD party. And here it is, they released the Wii U. You know, this is supposed to be their next generation offering, right? This is what they had to go against the PlayStation 4. This is what they had to go against the now, you know, Xbox One. And I'm going to say this right here. I'm not saying you have to have the most powerful console to win a generation. The PlayStation 2 taught you that. It was the far weakest between the between the GameCube and the original Xbox. But the problem, here's the difference there, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't have whole genres of games skipping the PlayStation 2 because it was too anemic to run it. You understand what I'm saying? And that is the problem with the Wii U. They put out a next, quote-unquote, next-generation console that can't really run any next-generation engines. You know what I mean? Nintendo didn't put out the Wii U to compete with the PS4 and the Xbox One. They couldn't have. They put it out to compete with the 360 and the PS3. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I will say this, and if a game came to the PS3 and the 360, yes, it could, you know, it could be done and ported to the Wii U. I understand that the Wii U was, you know, not much more powerful, but it is a more capable, with newer hardware. You understand what I'm saying? But here you put out a console with a 8 gig hard drive. My original Xbox came out in 2001 with an 8 gig hard drive with the internet port. You understand what I'm saying? It's like Nintendo just doesn't get it. But I know I done took this shit and ran with it, but what you know, man, I had to give, like, because people think that I hate Nintendo, but I have to give them a little history. No, I don't hate Nintendo. I'm a video game lover. You know, the haters, Nintendo's what got me in the game. I hate what they become right now. You know what I mean? But, you know, it is what it is. But what you got to ask me, good brother?
It's all good, man. Hey, a quick question. Like I said, I had people say you got them started, you know, on this. How does that feel knowing that people started a channel or bought an Xbox because of you? Like, how does that feel?
Like, to be honest with you, good brother, it's like the gift and the curse. The reason why I say that, you know, and for those who don't, whether you love me, whether you hate me, or whatever the case may be, I think it's crazy. But in my heart, I mean nobody no harm. I just literally stay in my lane and I do me. You know, I don't, you know, really, you know, more or less bother anybody. And even some of you call these so-called beef videos, I think they're funny as hell, but I don't go around attacking anybody. When I say I stay in my lane and I fuck with those that fuck with me, you're more or less catching me fuck with my subscribers. You do catch me fuck with a bunch of YouTubers because 99.9% of them are weirdos. You know what I mean? Everybody's looking to. She's very jealous people. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna say that and leave that alone. But when I started my channel, you know, back in 2012, when I started, you know, my channel, I had another channel, NxtGen720, but it wasn't so much Xbox versus PlayStation 4. It was Xbox, PlayStation versus the Wii and the Wii U. That was a new thing. You know, you understand what I'm saying? And then once Sony had the unveiling, which was great, the unveiling was like, you know, tremendous. Like that was, to me, was next generation. That shit that Nintendo. And that's another thing. I'm gonna say this before I go and answer your question. I'm just telling you everything around.
Yeah.
That when it, and that was another thing with Nintendo, why I stumbled onto the block, because when they released their console, you know, we judge games by what we see. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody can say, you know, it's all about the gameplay. You know, that's like saying beauty is skin deep. Nobody want an ugly bitch. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So, you know, we judge games by what we see, and when the Wii U came out, the games didn't look no better than we've been playing for. I'm talking about visually. What you know, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying the Wii was not more powerful than the PS3, than the 360, but what you have specs on paper, then what you have what's called real world performance. The games didn't look no better when we was playing for the last 8 or 9 years. You know, people was yearning for something new, and then when Sony came out, they had their unveil, they nailed it. They showed all these games, this, that, the other. And far as what Microsoft did, they judged the market wrong. Not saying the TV stuff was bad, but what they didn't understand, the people that was there to see their console were the hardcore gamer. They wanted to see games. You know what I mean? They didn't care about not saying they didn't care about it, but here you had, Sony had this great unveiling, showed all these games, and then Microsoft took even though I got it, they said it was going to be a 2-part event, but they should have split the show in half. You know what I mean? Hey, the console can do this, snap, this, that, cool. Where the fuck are the games? We want to see these next jaw-dropping games, and that's what what Microsoft did wrong. Like I said, I've always been a Microsoft dude. You know what I mean? So I started, that's why I started more or less turning my channel into a predominantly pro Xbox channel, because there was, the Xbox wouldn't get no love. Bro, I would do a video, but that shit had 5,000 dislikes and 2 likes. Like, shit was serious, you know what I mean? So I was like the only Xbox channel out there fighting the fight, you know what I mean? And like I said, in the day, would it have been easy? Would my channel have grown more? Because I'm a funny dude, you know what I mean? Naturally get entertaining, so could my channel have grown more slamming the Xbox? Yeah, you know what I mean? But I stayed true to my word, you know what I mean? I'm an Xbox dude through and through. I say, man, Xbox to the death of me, to the left of me, and, you know what I mean? And people, that are Xbox fans, this was before it was cool to say that you're an Xbox fan. You know what I mean? Would see my videos and, oh man, like I met Showstopper. Showstopper was just a subscriber of mine. When I tell you guys, it's not something that I just say when I say I fuck with those that fuck with me. Like people send me invites to the party, I hop straight in the party, not knowing, you know what I mean? I'm that type of dude. Now some of these people here on YouTube let this shit here go to hell, like they're celebrities. Like, bro, I don't even know you from a can of spray paint. You know what I mean? That's just how I am. If you want to do a show, fine. If I got time, I'll do it. You understand? That's just how I am. And a lot of people don't know that about me. You know what I mean? I'm very, and sometimes, let me say this, bro, sometimes it turns around and bites me in the ass. I'm going to say that right there, but I give everybody a chance. Once you show me that you're a weirdo, I cut you off. There is no second chance. I don't want us to do with you because in my heart, bro, I mean you no harm. You understand what I'm saying? If you can vouch for this, I never had a conversation, not that I recall with you personally. You inbox me something, hey, okay, you can do my show? Hey, fine, yeah, sure, why not? You know what I mean? It's just how I am. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't think I'm bigger than anybody. I don't care if you got 4 subscribers or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. But, yeah, I appreciate it, you know what I mean? But then, you have some people, like I said, it's the gift and the curse. They make me the front man or whatever the case. So when they do their videos bashing the Xbox, they have thumbnails me, which I think is funny as fuck. Like, these motherfuckers is weirdos. Like, shit like that I think is weird. Yes, I am an Xbox fan, but here you have the Xbox One burns down in Japan. They have a picture of me in the front. Like, what the fuck do I got to do with Xbox burns down in Japan? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think some of that shit is kind of goofy, but like I said, it is what it is, though, man.
Yeah, man, you gotta have some to deal with. You deal with, on a daily basis, man. You gotta have some thick ass skin, man. Cause like I said, I've seen some of the shit that you're talking about, man. It's out of control as far as people doing stupid shit with the memes and anything with Xbox. They got to keep classes on it, man. But I give you much respect, man, because you got some thick ass skin to be able to do that. Most people would have left YouTube by now.
No, dude. It's the internet. You think I don't know? No one, like, bro. I live a beautiful life. I drive around in Corvettes and fucking Range Rovers. Like, I'm okay financially. Like, I'm alright. My life is the shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'm just here to talk about video games. Like, so none of these people here know me personally. So how could you expose me? What do you know about? You don't know anything about me. What you think? I said, believe nothing in what you hear and half of what you see. You know what I mean? Like, so, I don't let it bother me. Like, like skin some of this shit. Yeah. I'm gonna make your daughter. Of course you see my daughter sometimes in my video. Yeah, I'm gonna make your daughter suck my dick and this, that, and the other. I'm like, huh? Like what type? My question is to you. Like, what type of dude or like what make would make that come across your mind? And they, no people say, well, you're always talking about having sex with someone's grandmother. I said, well, bro, read the comment that was said to me beforehand. Then come back to me. Hey, next gen, the Xbox One is shit. Yeah, your grandmother ain't say that last night. Like I don't do that shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm a 37-year-old man. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I don't mind height. I can sling mud with the best of them. You know what I mean? But it doesn't go like that. You know what I mean? Look what was said to me. I'm always responding as a rebuttal to something that was negative that was said to me. You know what I mean? But I don't let none of this stuff bother me, bro. They're just comments, man. Then when they even start making up a rumor, yeah, next gen he passed somebody some child porn. Like, come on, bro. Like, what? Man, first of all, I'm a convicted felon. If anybody see me anything, they can call the police. They can have my black ass arrested right now.
Locked up, yeah.
Yeah, like, come on. I'm a father before anything. Like, that's when like I said, they have tried everything, even making the laughing for well, I didn't have a house fire. So what the fuck happened to all my belongings? You should see my older videos. Where the fuck is all my games at? You know what I mean? Like some of these people just say shit just to, well, here's another way. Well, he had this shirt on. You do realize, like I said, the stuff sometimes that you guys see me on, they're just my walk around the house clothes. And my grandmother washes because I will admit I'm the only child. My grandmother fucked me up. I don't even know how to wash clothes. My grandmother washes my laundry for me. You know what I mean? But my clothes, like my True Religion or the Costa shirts or the Tika shirts or whatever, polo shirts and stuff, it's like that, I put in the cleaners. I don't wash my clothes. I pay a lot of money for my clothes. And my jeans, I'm not even trying to brag. And I had a price tag right here. These True Religion jeans right here was $400. And I just bought these. And I don't wash my clothes. And I put my clothes in the cleaners. So when people even say that and try to come up and say, well, look, he had that hoodie on back then. He took me at a house fire. Like my grandmother washes, my clothes, like below these, like my pajamas. I sit down and you understand what I'm saying? And even to use that, but if you just sit down and use a little, like I said, a little bit of sense, I didn't ask anybody for a goddamn thing. So what the fuck do I have to gain? What happened to all my? You understand what I'm saying? All of my worldly belongings. Like, you see my video, you see it was cluttered in the background with game paraphernalia. You know what I mean? All that shit is gone. But like I said, all that shit, bro, like I said, it comes from jealousy, man. But I ain't going nowhere, man. You think I let a weirdo here out here trip me up my blessing, man? I'm getting big YouTube checks, man. Big YouTube checks.
But quick question, another question before we get to bounce out of here. Sony's came out and said their first party exclusive are going to be sparse for the rest of the year. And now I know you're a multi-console owner. As a PS4 owner, how does that feel hearing that? That hey, they're pretty much throwing first-party exclusives pretty much out the window for the rest of the year.
It goes back to what they've been saying from day one and what I've been saying. See, maybe because I say it with a comedic tone, people don't take me as serious. But I've been saying that shit since day one. The days of the Sony of old are no more. That old brass is gone. When they got rid of Ken Kugarali, you know what I mean? That's out of there. So the days of great games like Rapper, Siphon Filter, Get Away 2, and like there's no more. Sony said themselves they put out 10 exclusives. 3 of them only make money. They're not doing that. They're not doing that anymore. They're trying to spend as little money as possible to make as much money as possible. What did Yoshida said? AAA games are overrated. Like this is not nothing new. Bro, if you didn't know, they also cut their E3 presentation down by 30 minutes. It's always you know what I mean? So like is this shocking to me? No. What we're going to get this year, most likely, we already got the God of War remake. We're going to get a Uncharted remake. We're going to get a Beyond Two Souls remake. And there's also rumored a God of War Ascension remake. And they do have that horror game that's coming out in August. And more or less that's about it, So I'm not surprised, Like I said, that's why I said, for us, the PlayStation 4, that's just for exclusives. My Xbox One is my everything. That's, to me, this is my preferred console of choice. And you can't hate me for that. I do have my multi-plat gaming on it. Whether it's Flicksters, Tricksters, Hipsters, Dicksters, Netflix, or whatever, all that shit is done on my Xbox One. And for us, the PS4 is just for exclusives, So, and to me, it's not a surprise. It's just them being honest, But you still have, how you call, like, you still have these jokers in how you say, in disbelief, and they come up with these lists. Tropico 5, like, come on, we talking about AAA games, bro. Well, Tearaway, I'm talking about retail games. No one walks into the store and says, you know what, with that I can go home and download Tearaway. No, you judge games by what you see across the counter. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
And like I said, and we did a little show yesterday that I felt in my heart of hearts, like the tide is turning, and then it's all about games, And it looks like Microsoft has, all about it. They said that their show for E3 and Gamescom is going to be equal. They had to split it up. And to me, that's a good thing. That's the reason why Sony's not going to Gamescom, because they don't have anything to show. How many times are you going to keep showing these indies and, these multi-plats, So, and you realize you can't win E3 by showing multi-plats because that game is on all platforms. You understand that?
Yeah.
But like I said, it is what it is.
But next year, man, like I said, I appreciate you coming on, man. Especially the gaming history lesson, man, you gave to the people, man. That was good shit, man.
For sure. Thank you for having me, man.
Is there anything you want to get out? I mean, anything you want to get out before we wrap it up today?
Is there anything I want to get out? Hell yeah. The Xbox is the best box, the only box. Like, nah. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it, man. God bless, good brother.
I appreciate you, man. All right, man, we're going to get up out of here, man. Once again, I want to say a big thanks to NxtGen720, one of the original, Xbox YouTubers out there for coming on to my show today. This is all we got, man. This is Fame Entertainment from the official WeGameHere.com. And we out.
God bless. You got it.
Step back straight from the bando. Niggas been stacking them bands though. I stay in the hood like a bando. And I look like money, no camo.
Yeah, camouflage behind T. Hustle, souped up, Clark Kent. I am a tame, the fuck with you lames. My side bitch your main. Blame it on fame.
This is no flex zone, got ammo. Yo, ho, do what I say so. Leave a nigga stiff like stay flow. Hit the border for the work straight, yeah, yo.